My name's Joey. I do IT for a living, kind of a church's geek, I guess you could say. As a young kid, church wasn't the most fun thing for me. When we went to Baywind, one of the guys there ran the sound system, and eventually he asked me if I wanted to help him, and as a second grader I was like, yeah, okay, let's play with expensive equipment. So I helped set up all the speakers and everything while he plugged everything in, and eventually he taught me what everything on the board did, and I would help him do sound checks and stuff. So that's what got me interested in the whole PA system. A couple of years ago, I stopped going to church. We'd kind of been bouncing around churches, and I just kind of got sick of it, so I stopped going. And because of that, my life started to change. Because around the same time, I'd gotten a full-time job, working the late shift with older people, and so then I started getting influenced by them and looking up to them and reflecting how they acted. I wasn't really going to God. I wasn't looking to Him for direction. I was just kind of doing my own thing, and He was pretty much letting me do my own thing and seeing how far I'd go. Eventually hit rock bottom. Parents took me back in to help me get back on my feet, and still kept trying to do everything on my own. Because I've always kind of been the person who I don't try to ask for help. I've had a job since I was 12. I've always tried to just support myself. My life was me taking care of myself. And eventually it blew up in my face. It was embarrassing because I felt like I failed. I felt like I disappointed everybody I knew. And so that was hard. Eventually I was talking to Charlie, and he was talking about Main Street and everything that was going on with it, and it kind of sparked my attention because of my past with Baywind. I was like, well, maybe I could help out. I've done it before. I could do that again, And so he was like, well, start coming to church. Well, about the first month, I couldn't wake up for church. And then after I finally came, I just kind of did the routine, helped set up, sit there during the whole service, and then turn down, go home, and call it a day. And then one night Charlie and I were having coffee, and he was talking about how he was kind of getting into that routine, just going to church, setting up, and he was like, I kind of feel empty inside because I think that way. And when he said that, I thought, I'd never really thought about it being an emptiness. And so when he said that, it kind of hit me, and I started thinking about that. And that's when I started seriously wanting to go to church, whether they needed the help or not. For a while, the things that Jeremy would preach actually related to things that I was struggling with the week before. One thing led to another, and I started feeling happier. All these years kind of doing my own thing, and now I don't want to do that anymore. I just don't know where to begin.